When is it good to simplify the Caro-Kann pawn structure? Have you ever wondered when it might be a smart idea to simplify the pawn structure in the Caro-Kann defense? This popular choice for black against white's first move of pawn to e4 is known for its solid and strategic nature. Understanding when to simplify can make a big difference in your game. First, let's look at the basic pawn structure in the Caro-Kann. Black usually places pawns on c6 and d5, with the option to play pawn to e6. This setup is flexible and allows for smooth development of your pieces while controlling the center. Now, simplifying the pawn structure can be beneficial in several situations. One reason to simplify is to reduce tension in the center. By exchanging pawns, you can make it easier to maneuver your pieces. This is especially helpful if you have a solid plan for piece development. Another reason to simplify is to create imbalances that might work in your favor. For instance, if you can create a pawn majority on one side of the board, this can become a long-term advantage in the game. Simplifying can also improve the mobility of your pieces. When you exchange pawns, it often opens lines for your pieces. This is particularly useful if you have a strong bishop or rook that can take advantage of these open lines. Additionally, simplifying the pawn structure can set you up for a favorable endgame. If you have a strong pawn structure and can transition into an endgame with better piece placement or material advantage, it can lead to a winning strategy. In practical terms, simplification often happens through central pawn exchanges. For example, if white plays pawn to d4 and black responds with pawn to d5, exchanging pawns can create a more open center. This is beneficial if black has well-developed pieces ready to capitalize on the open lines. Let's look at specific situations where simplification is useful. In the advance variation, where white plays pawn to e5, the pawn structure can become complex. Simplifying by exchanging pawns can help black stabilize the center and prepare for counterplay. In the Tartakower variation, which involves doubled pawns, simplifying might mean exchanging one set of doubled pawns. This can help improve mobility and create a stronger pawn center. In summary, simplifying the Caro-Kann pawn structure is a good strategy when it enhances piece mobility, reduces central tension, or prepares for a favorable endgame. Always consider the strategic implications of any simplification and ensure it fits with your overall game plan.